Losing money is so frustrating, but what surprised me the most about losing money is what it actually showed me about myself. Because money itself has a way of exposing behavior that you didn't actually know was there. And it's something to be grateful for, because who else was going to point it out? Nobody knows you like you. And the second thing that knows you better than you is your money. That's just what it is. I came up with that just on the spot just now. Write that down. That's what Kai Wynn said. Like, when you, like, not you, but like me. Let me just talk about myself. When I think about the money mistakes that are normal and common, what do we think about? We think about, oh, it's bad luck, it's bad timing, it's bad decisions, oh, we weren't handed a silver spoon, and da. We have to blame everybody's mom, auntie, uncle, and brother-in-law. But after a very long time of dealing with enough money, you start to notice something that's like way deeper and can't be solved by some cliche motivation, because the same patterns repeat themselves over and over and over. It's different situations with different numbers and different goals and different money. But guess what's not different? The behavior. The people are different. What they do for work is different. How much they make in trading is different. The behaviors are the same. And that realization hit me so slowly, which is the hard part, because it's like, dang, like, I have to learn this lesson, but like, at least just give me the lesson fast. But that's not how life works. You just have to learn lessons and let them build over time and take heed of them, because there were times where I felt disciplined and in control. Many times. More times than not. And these are specifically times where I felt very patient, very confident. And then there are times and moments where you do the exact opposite of what you plan for your trading in that day. Like, you're not going to trade that day, but then you still do. And it's not because that you don't know better. It's not because you didn't already know the plan. I had literally already told myself the plan, so obviously I already know better. It's because the emotions are louder than the logic. It's louder than the plan that I have in my head. So when you're watching what's happening in real time, it's a very strange experience. Very. It forces you to look inward. At my ripe age of 25, it forces you to look inward instead of outward. There's nothing you can blame on the outside. There's nothing you can blame around you. Money literally becomes a mirror. And one thing I learned is that trading is more of a mirror than it is an income stream. Like, it literally just reflects what you put into it. It's not like most other incomes. Because when you have an impatient and a fear-based day, like, that's going to show up in the losses you have. But when you have confidence, it shows up in the wins you have. So it's directly related. But there's also things like you can have avoidance or ego or overconfidence. And those are traits that just don't show up in spending, like I just mentioned. But these also show up in other ways. They show up in your spending. They show up in your saving. Have you noticed that right after you lose in trading, you want to go spend money? Like, in your everyday life, business decisions you have, the numbers just make the lesson harder to ignore. If you were losing $10, you wouldn't care. But now that you're trading and you might lose 100, and that could have been a hair appointment, like, now you have to think about it more. So what happened is I actually used to focus on strategies and systems, which is important and which is needed to get you to the how to make money. But then once you learn the strategy and the systems, then you have to learn the patterns and behaviors that allow you to actually follow through on the systems that you have. Because behavior seems to be the thing that follows us everywhere, regardless of what we know we should do. So I'm still figuring all of this out in real time, because it's all about behavior. So if you are interested in the psychology of money and behavior of money, then you can definitely follow along by subscribing to the channel, making sure to like this video so that other people can see it, and then hitting that notification bell so that you don't miss when I post the next video about this.